Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, I missed yesterday with the Botanical Beauties, so I thought I'd come here today and do a little bit more stitching. I'll just sit down. The reason why I missed yesterday is because I had an appointment in Melbourne, was on the train, and to cut a long story short, I have to have eye surgery in a couple of weeks. So it's not a cataract or anything like that, but it's a detached retina at the back of my eye. So it's a fairly serious operation. So probably for the month of August, I may have a bit of difficulty doing stitching because it sort of takes a little while to get yourself going. You know, got to put drops in the eye and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's why I wasn't there. So while I was on the train and in the waiting room, waiting for about an hour and a half, I did stitching here, stitched around there, and sort of stitching on here. So I sort of just stitched around. Got to come back in and do more, but at least they're sort of now highlighted a little bit. While I'm here, I'll do a little bit of show and tell. I've got these little scissors and I really love them. They're great for, you know, when you're doing embroidery, but I like them and I like the sharpness of them and the handles, but they were too short. So I got myself a big pair, so really good handles, and so that might be able to, that'd be a bit sharper for cutting. So I need, that's just arrived in the mail today. And then while I was out yesterday, I'll just show you this. Like we went to the station. Excuse me, just rubbing my eye. Just went to the Parliament station, and while we were walking up to go to the ear and eye hospital to have a look, we went past this little bookshop, St. Peter's bookshop. It's on Gisborne Street in East Melbourne, and I thought it was funny. Here I go for an iron appointment and I happen to find nice fabric. This is a hanky, and I've seen these before, but I really liked this fabric. I think it's really pretty. Look at that. Oh, and soap as well. So put that over here. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'll give that a bit of an iron, and that might be a really nice one to put in with our Botanical Beauties, or just won't be using it as a hanky, that's for sure, not with Liberty fabric. And in the same place, they also had soaps, which have been Liberty fabric on there, and they put it on with this horrible stuff. The soap smells beautiful, like goat soap. It's really nice, but I'm like, which I always like some nice soap. Oh, they've lined it as well. Okay, but yeah, they've got it with this stuff. Oh, I couldn't believe they put that on there, but this fabric is beautiful. Isn't that pretty? So that's going to be going into my stash of fabrics for the field notes. So yeah, they like, it's almost like sacrilege. Here's a, you know, like I've got a, it's funny that I use the word sacrilege since I bought it from a Catholic bookshop. So oh yeah, all this horrible stuff on there. So, but isn't it pretty? It's really pretty. And I could probably take this off. Looks like they've done some iron on stuff. There you go. I reckon that might come off. Maybe. Yeah. Well, anyway, well, that's something I can do in my own time. I was hoping it would come off in one go and I could rewrap it around the soap. Oh, if you could smell it. Natural goat's milk. It is nice, so I will be using that. So this is going to be very pretty smelling bit of fabric that I will utilise in my field notes. It'll go really nicely with that another one. So, but I'm going to have to do a bit of picking, and yeah, it's just so pretty. It's really nice, nice and bright. It smells beautiful. So there you go. Some Liberty fabric. I think it's, yeah, Anna's of Australia. So they obviously must do that sort of stuff. And a friend of mine found these, and she said you're probably going to use them more than I am. I think they were samples. So isn't that pretty? I thought they would look like this would be almost nice for Corinne's, because it just sort of reminds me of the sea when I went over in the plane, and you sort of go in Queensland and all these little reefs and stuff. That's what it looks like. So they were all, I'd say they were samples. I took little bits, yeah, see the samples. So I can probably add these little bits and pieces. Some of them have, this is just embroidery. Oh yeah, got one bead in there. Isn't that pretty? And the best part is, you know, you don't need a great deal. So I could probably just add a small square of some bits and pieces. Quite fine. But there you go. So some pretties. Some gorgeous smelling soap, which I might just put there because it'll smell pretty. And this I'll put in with my stash of other fabrics. And plug away at this and see if I can get these babies off. I think I bought a soap with that was wrapped in Liberty fabric before, like for one Christmas that I had, and they didn't have this on there. And you know, it wasn't, I think it was only tied. So I think this might even be older stock, and they've redone it and thought, you know, people want to use the fabric, I better not put all these yucky bits on it. Yeah. Okay. No worries. Well, I'll just put that aside. Oh, it's just so pretty. Worth it just for that. And then I get myself some really pretty soap. Yeah, yummy, yummy. And then I'm going to continue sewing. I'll put that up there. Make sure that I've got it in camera. I've stitched this down. I stitched it down. Thought I wanted to get all the pins off, so the only last bit I need to do is stitch this down, but I was waiting to see what I would put in the middle first, just in case this has to be stitched over. So now I'll just continue doing this. This will probably be the last video that I do of the tulips, and then I don't know if there is another one, but you know, I'll wait until the month of August, and then that prompt will go here. So, and in the meantime, I'll just finish sewing bits and pieces. I had a couple of bits, so I'm gonna put that in there because I want to. There was a couple of little bits on here that had yellow, and then I'm going to go yellow around the outside of that, and then maybe some of these pieces here I might colour in, because I'm just doing the outside and then highlighting certain bits. So I was going to do this on the outside and then use the yellow, but I think the yellow would be nicer. Nice and bright and vibrant. It's a pretty big needle. I think I'll use that one. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, needles and stuff everywhere. This was the colour I got for here, but it's really quite thin. I think it's a still, yeah, must be one of the thinnest that you can get, unless it's a crochet, but the colour was perfect going along there. Okay, now, yep, here's my little one, because it's embroidery. Okay, there we go. So what I'll do, first of all, I think this needs some highlights. And it had a highlight in here. I'll just do oh, come on, seriously, the first one, and I'm already struggling. Okay, my ears are ringing. Someone answered that call. I felt my ears are ringing. So it had a couple of little small, I'll do a little highlight in here, because there was a small one on there, and I think it had a little one in here. And a small little one here. Don't know. Just do, I think some of them I actually covered it a little bit, so I'll just do a couple of little highlights. Not sure where they are. And then maybe one over here as well. Just on the top, and maybe here. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Oh, there goes me thing. All I can smell is this beautiful soapy smell. Smells really good. Now, yeah, so, I mean, I had a nice day out, like on the train and while we're waiting and all that kind of stuff, but then getting all your, you know, your appointments where they flash these lights in front of your eyes, and oh, I hate it. Really hate it. And they had the, you know, say you could be awake and then they sedate you, and I'm like, nah, I'll have the general thanks, knock me out, I don't want to know about it. Blew my neck. Cataract is different because it's the front of your eye, but this one is the back of the eye, and I'm like, how the heck are they supposed to do that while you're awake? They can, but I don't want to know about it. Shocker. Now, we'll go around. Went around the other ones a bit darker. So I'll go around this one with a lighter colour. It was more of an orangey colour, but I didn't really want to have the orange. I just wanted to keep it sort of more like springy, fresh, along with the pink. So, nothing too exciting doing this, but that's why I thought I did. Normally I would do this video on the Monday and then the galah, but the galah's been late all month, so I haven't got much left on my galah, so I might do that a little bit later. And I'm hoping to work on my how to make a vest out of a man's shirt. I've been enjoying doing that. I've done some extra work on the sleeve, and Corinne today was lovely enough to put up a video of the kits that I've got, which is nice. Yeah, sent her, she ordered one of them, and sent her all these little extra bits. So, oh yeah, speaking of you know, sending and all that, well, her parcel was quite damaged, like it was open and all that kind of stuff. And then I also got another lady, Cindy, hi Cindy, that contacted me and said, you know, the parcel was ripped and all that. And I said, yeah, same thing happened to Corinne. I bought these envelopes from Officeworks. You'd think they'd be all right, wouldn't you? A pack of 100. I won't be getting them again, but I've had a few people say that they, you know, they're pretty pathetic. But I thought being Officeworks, they might be all right, because I normally get them from the post office, which work out a little bit dearer, but you get what you pay for. So the last couple of orders, the next, was it 6 orders that I've put out? So if you've just ordered something recently, I've got 2 envelopes. I've got it in a white envelope, which is a really thin one. That's why I got different ones. And then put the horrible envelope around the outside, hopefully, and then I taped it. But I just want to use it up. But, you know, I wanted to get there. Both Corinne's and Cindy's, all the stuff was in there. Nothing had fallen out. But Corinne's one, the lace was hanging out. Not good, not what you want between lousy envelopes and rough handling of the post office. Yeah, they've been arriving, and I'm sure when I say this, I'll have somebody else to say, yeah, the same thing happened to mine, because the quality of the envelopes are terrible. So I want to use them up, so I'm doubling up. So if you get a doubled up envelope, you know why. Because I want your stuff to get there in one piece and not fall out. So that's why you get a doubled up. Yeah, doubled envelope if you get one. So yeah, so you're doing something like this, because I've got so much embroidery to do on these. I can't do all of it. I'm just going to do the basic. You know, if it was just like a, you know, the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and you've got a small 1-page prompt, maybe you might do it, but there's so much work in this. So I'm going to do minimal amount with maximum results. So you work smarter, not harder. So and once I've finished, I might go back over some of the other bits and pieces if I feel it needs a little more in places. But, you know, we want to get this done. It's a year-long project, and, you know, that's a lot of work. Okay. So if you do want to see how these tulips look like when they had a little bit more work done to them, go and have a look on Corinne's channel. She used these tulips for her autumn piece in her, you know, the summer, winter, autumn things. She's working on winter at the moment, which is beautiful. Really nice fabric. Okay, I'm just going to cut across, save me having that change it, and then we come out here. Right. Ugh. Okie dokie. Yeah, because that's going to be the green, so I'll have to come in a little bit because I'm going to need to put the green next to it as well. Oh, yes, getting this eye surgery done makes me feel old, but at least it's not a cataract. That's good. That's when you know you're getting older. But it's not good. So I'll be in overnight because I've got to train it in from Ballarat, and by the time I get there, and I've got to change a train and all that kind of stuff, about an hour and a half. So because I'm from regional Victoria, do I do that? Yeah, I will. I get to stay in overnight, which is not a bad thing because I can only just imagine, and I'll be really groggy after I get out. And yeah, I don't want to be going back on the train like a zombie. I'd like to recover a little bit. It's going to be weird, you know, when you come out of recovery after you've had a general, and then you wake up, and I'll wake up and I'll be like blind in one eye. It'll be really weird because I'm sure I'll have a patch. She said, the lady, the doctor that was, you know, I had a few, like, you know, people look at me. At first we had, you know, to do the paperwork, and then you had to get pictures done, and then the doctor's sitting there, yeah, turn left, look up. Oh my goodness, you just, these flashing lights and these bright lights looking in your eyeball just gives you a headache. Yeah, seeing like quite a few people, and yeah, well, at least it'll be fixed. It just sounds so ominous. I said, oh, is it a fairly basic operation? She goes, no, it's quite, you know, procedure. I'm like, okay. It's because cataracts are fairly quick, but this is a bit more of a procedure. Okay. Like I've got one up my husband. My husband had a cataract done August last year, and normally they don't have, you don't usually have them until you're a little bit older, but it's because he had an injury in his eye when he was a paper boy when he was 14, and because of that pre-existing injury, that's why he had to have a cataract. But he's got, you know, good vision in one eye now. They said, yeah, gee, you seem a bit young to be having a cataract, but it's because of a pre-existing condition, because his other eye's fine. So he can see really well out of one eye. Almost be worth them doing. If he was older, they probably would have done the other one just to so that he wouldn't need to wear glasses anymore. But I mean, if we had health insurance, we probably could have opted for that, but we don't, and that's why it took them so long in Melbourne to get back to me, because we don't have health insurance. But Australia is a fantastic country, and I'm getting this procedure. I went in last year in October, and I just got, you know, went to the front of the line yesterday, and you know, and get the operation done in 2 weeks, and it's all free. Pretty good. You don't mind waiting. And then they said, if, you know, because I haven't got health insurance, they said if there's a mood, make sure if you get flashing or anything like that, go and go to the emergency. But I've been not too bad, so it hasn't gotten, you know, too worse since October last year, which is good. a little bit worse, but that's why you need to get it done. I was saying to Corinne, you know, if I don't get it done, my eyeball could fall out. Because, you know, detached retina, it sounds really bad. My husband goes, well, it wouldn't fall out, but it would probably be dangling in your eye. I'm like, okay. It just sounds awful. Oh, I just said, I'd rather beg you go to the dentist or have a kid than have eye surgery done. Oh, it's just awful. Always just very thingy when it comes to eyes. Okay, I wonder if I should do that. Just seems a little weird. It's got this little round. Okay, now I'll leave that because I think I may need to use this orange for something else. I mean yellow. Come on. It's always a way. Just when you're nearly finished. All I'm doing is tying off. Come on. It'll be difficult on me. Hear that? Windy. Quite windy out there. And then my fridge gets going. Needs to have a say. Okay. Now we can try again. Now that the knot's come undone, off. There we go. So just when you've got this much left, I'm just going to go that way. I'm sure I'll use it again pretty soon because I'm using this yellow in the spring of that Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So tomorrow will be the next prompt, which will be good. I wouldn't mind using this as that sort of lighter colour. I don't want it to be so orange. So what I'm going to do, I've got to try my new scissors, see how good they are. Because I'm going to be doing satin stitch, need a fair bit of this. Okay, going to grab for that. Wants to be used. No, I've got to use the smaller ones. Okay, so what I might do, because I really do think it needs a bit of something here. Seriously, I'm not winning. Okay. You're being a pain? Hey, you're being a pain? You are, because you've got such a long piece there, Susanna. Can't blame the thread. A bad craftsman blames its tools. Now, so what we'll do, even though it's a little bit of a different colour, I'm going to go with this, and I might just come out. Going to do a bit of a stem stitch. Because it needs a little something there. And it doesn't take long for it to get used up, that's for sure. And see, this is why you don't use long bits, because they leave marks. I mean, they knot. What am I saying? See, shocking. Ugh. Go down, don't need it on that dark bit. Go there. There's a couple of dark bits, we're just using it for the light. The light bit. Okay. Now, yep, I hope it's all still in camera. Where are we? I think it might be able to do a stitch here. Come out and do something here. They're just all like back stitch or satin stitch. A bit of something, something. Let me see what time we've got it to see. We'll come out here to see where we're at. Oh, 32 minutes, eh? Yeah, well, that's what it looks like when you've got a little bit of stitching in there with it. Do a little more. It doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to stitch it in. And get a few highlights. They're quite long pieces, long stitches. Come in here. You know what I mean. Oh, that soap just smells divine. I like this colour. It's sort of got that browny colour, but it's not too orangey. And so here we are. We're going to come in. There's that darker brown. Come in. There's a little bit of light brown. Come in with that. Just up here, quite nice. Quick when you get done. See, I stand up because I'm seeing what time it is, and still keep going. Maybe. There we go. Is there any more that needs doing there? No. Coming through here. It's just highlighting bits. I should actually come in and do a couple of little bits just here because it just seems too flat. But yeah. So that's what it's going to look like with all the bits and pieces. Can you see it? Isn't it gorgeous? Such pretty fabric, and it sits so nicely against the lily. So leaving this, and I was gonna, oh, we need to put the word tulip on there, don't we? Now, where are we? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. decided that I was going to put it, right, just do it with this, it'll dry. I was going to put it here. Looks terrible, but it will dry. There we go. And then I'm just going to stitch around it. And that'll be done. There you go. Because the word lilies is down here. And it's close enough because the next one that I am going to put here, it was sort of going to come in and across, and I was going to put tulips here, but the next bit sort of comes around, so have to leave that. So what are we going to do around there? Maybe the green, because there's quite a bit of green there. Maybe do the dark green. Need something to hold it down. I might put that over the top. Don't know. Kind of looks cute. Yeah, maybe the green. Okay guys, well that's enough, and I will catch you in the next video, which might be either my galah, which I'm nearly done, or my working on my nice shirt. Look at this. This is what I've done for the sleeves. How nice is that? So yeah, I really want to get working on that again. So okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you around.